Hey guys, this is True Slices Concessions. In today's video, we'll be talking about how to clean your 1131 ice cream machine. So depending on your local health codes, your cleaning schedule may be different, but usually you clean twice a week, probably around every third day. So in our case, let's just pretend that we've been running and this is our third day of running this ice cream mix. So to start the process, what you would do is, right now, let's say your machine's in automatic because you've been making ice cream all day. What you can do from there is you hit the stop and reset button to make sure everything's shut off. And then you will start the process by first removing everything in your hopper. So you would take out your tube and everything, and you would go ahead and put that aside and take that to the sink or wherever you want to put your dirty parts. Much like the priming and starting your ice cream machine video, you need your tube brush and the bigger brush to make sure that you can scrub everything out while you're cleaning, okay? So in this example, we'll be using just the left side, but obviously for your application, you'll be running both sides. You're repeating it for both sides. And this being because this specific machine is a single motor machine, which means when you run one side, your other side will also run, okay? So just keep that in mind, all right? The procedure usually involves putting your machine into the beater mode, which means you only be extracting your product, okay? If your product is fresh, as in maybe on your third day, you're really, really busy, and you just filled it with fresh mix and you've been just pounding out products, you should be able to recover your mix. You get thawed out, and reuse it after you clean the machine. However, if you've been, kind of slow and this mix has been here probably for a little bit, I'd go ahead and just dump it and start fresh on your next cycle, okay? So what we're gonna do first is, obviously, one, we're gonna remove that tube up top so we get free flow to make sure everything comes out the front, okay? The second step is you're gonna put select until you go into your beater mode, okay? This means there's no refrigeration because you don't want to freeze water in there or freeze stuff while you're trying to extract it. And that, that way it'll just be the motor turning and just trying to shove everything out of that machine, okay? So we're gonna hit push, blop, blop until the beater turns on. And we're gonna go ahead and get a clean bucket. So like I said, if it's old, throw it out. If it's fresh, keep it, we can recycle it in, okay? And then we're gonna open the spout and start emptying out our mix. If you are emptying out solid mix, you will get to a point where it's gonna, be hard, get softer, be drippy, and then you're gonna eventually get liquid mix, and you're gonna just basically empty it out until the top is empty and you're no longer getting a stream like this. Your second option is you can go ahead and put it on standby overnight and do the cleaning in the morning, okay? The positive side to that is everything comes out as a chilled liquid already. So that means you get much faster, recovery of all your mix. And there's a lot less solids that are frozen inside, okay? This will make your life a lot easier. Both options work. So on the beater mode, open your draw valve and go ahead and empty everything out. So with everything running and spinning, you're gonna eventually get something like this, which means you're getting close to the end of the extraction of your product, okay? If it's old, throw it out. If it's new, refrigerate it and we can recycle it back in, okay? All right. Now that you're at a point where everything is out, go ahead and close it and hit the stop button to make sure everything's off, okay? We're gonna take that and put that away. Now, the next step is basically we're gonna rinse out the machine, okay? We're gonna use the brushes and cool, clean water, and we're gonna start by putting the cool, clean water in the top. We're gonna brush everything down and use this as well, and to make sure that everything is gonna be, all the solids and everything up top will come out the bottom. At this point, you would go ahead and take your brush and make sure you make contact with everything on top. And you're gonna put it back into the beater mode, so it's gonna be mixing everything up to make sure any frozen stuff in there will get melted and be pushed out the front. So you're gonna start, by doing that, you're gonna let it run for a little while. Make sure you get all that stuff out. Use the brush, and also use the small brush in the hole. All right, and once you get that going, go ahead and empty it out. So your melted product will look something like this. Like it's a liquid but kind of white. The goal of this is to keep rinsing until it runs clear, okay? So water up top, brush the hole, everything on beater, and rinse with clean, cool water until this runs clear, okay? So after you rinse with cool water and everything is running clear, the last step before disassembling everything from your ice cream machine is to use sanitizer. So very much like this, it's the same cleaning sanitizer you use when you are filling your machine, and you will do the same thing where you close the valve on your last rinse, push stop, and you're gonna follow in with your sanitizer and use your brushes as well to clean everything, all right? And that will be your last rinse. Put it on the beater mode to make sure everything's agitating with the sanitizer. Everything is now gonna be nice and clean when you get it out. And repeat again, where you open it up, empty out all the sanitizer, and once you get a drippage like this, go ahead and hit stop. And you should be good to go to start taking everything out of your machine, and go ahead and take that to your sink and start washing everything. Remember, use warm soap and water and sanitize and air dry at the end. Hopefully this video has been very helpful, and we hope to see you again. Thank you.